Hey everyone, Peter here. Welcome to the 98th episode of the Classic Wrestling series. So, a little bit of behind the scenes from me. Recently, YouTube have been kind of screwing me a little bit. They've been having a few issues with my videos. I don't know why, but they've been saying that there have been issues when there haven't been. So I've been having to deal with them, and everything's been fine. Just with uploading, it says that an episode has uploaded, and then uh, it hasn't. So yesterday, I said that the episode would be uploaded later in the evening. So basically, what happened was I took a personal day. I don't really take them as much as I should do because normally I'm either working or trying to get inspiration, working on episodes or working on ideas that I've got. And yesterday I took a personal day and I went out. I had the episode all ready to go. I was going to get back and upload it, but YouTube basically just said I can't upload it for whatever reasons. So I basically had to turn around and go, right, I will explain in the video tomorrow because I'm not going to upload another video today because I'm absolutely tired. I'm going to chill for the day. I'm going to come on tomorrow and I'm just going to explain to yourselves that I did have an episode, YouTube didn't let me upload it, and I've got one today. So what we've got here, ladies and gentlemen, is total non-stop deletion. This is a full episode of TNA Wrestling from December 15th, 2016, under the banner of Impact Wrestling. So this is on YouTube. I'll leave a link in the description below if you guys actually want to check the episode out. I'm going to say now, if you are a die-hard Matt Hardy Boys fan, you will watch this episode. If you were a die-hard fan of the broken Matt Hardy stuff, you will be a fan of it too. So, bit of a backstory going into this. So Matt Hardy created the broken Matt Hardy idea, and TNA just ran with it. You know, we had the final deletion, which was a cinematic match. I believe I have commented on it before, saying that I wasn't a fan of it at first, and then I watched it a year later, and I kind of was a fan of it. I didn't get it at the beginning, thinking, oh, these basically just want to get more popular again. And it kind of worked because Impact just ran with it. We also would have Treat or Delete, which was modulated into an episode of Impact Wrestling. There was also Delete or Decay, which pitted the Hardy Boys versus Decay for the tag team titles at the Hardy compound. And we have this entire show. So around this time as well, Billy Corgan was the TNA president, and the company basically, they were having a lawsuit outside of the company, so basically this would be delayed a little bit. Originally this was going to air in November, I believe. I could be wrong on that one. A report says it was going to be aired in November, but due to this lawsuit it was pushed back a few weeks before this actual thing was done. So we have it, it's December 15th, 2016. Again, if you want to watch it, I'll leave a link in the description below. I'll leave it in the card over here as well if you want to check it out. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we are ever closer. We are actually 2 weeks away from episode 100 now. I am looking forward to it. Cannot wait to do episode 100. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's kick things off with whatever our first contest is going to be. So, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Hardy, Brother Nero, and Senior Benjamin come out to basically say that Tag Team Apocalypto is happening tonight, and if the Hardy Boys don't win, then the entire area is going to be deleted. So, the entire compound, well, Matt's compound is going to be deleted. And Maxel is going to have his first ever wrestling match tonight. King Maxel, Matt Hardy's son, his oldest son, they are going to have a match. He is going to have a match. Rockstar Spud comes out and basically says, I want to face him, I'll put him over, don't worry, you can then book him to the moon afterwards, but I'm facing him, I'm going to stretch him, I'm going to make him earn respect, and I'm going to pin him. That would be child abuse, but they did find a way around it. They basically turned it then into a no disqualification match, and Senor Benjamin comes in with a taser and just tasers Rockstar Spud. It's funny as fuck. And King Maxel gets a win over Rockstar Spud. Easiest way to get it over and done with. It's quick, it's easy. And then basically Disco Inferno comes out, looks at it and just goes, screw that. Anyone want to play poker? Which I thought was brilliant. But yeah, it's enjoyable, I have to admit. We also have Bobby Lashley versus Eddie Edwards for the TNA title tonight. So, I'm looking forward to that one, ladies and gentlemen. So, let's find out what's going to happen next. So, we have Sienna versus ODB. Originally, it was going to be Sienna versus Vanguard 1. But the Professional Athletics Committee would not sanction off a match between Sienna versus Vanguard 1 because Vanguard 1 is a drone, not a fucking person and not a woman. So he goes away, and then ODB makes a return for one night only to challenge Sienna for the number 1 contendership because she claims to be the number 1 contender to Rosemary's title, if I recall. And Rosemary is not there tonight because she has been permanently banned from the Hardy compound for trying to kidnap Kim Maxel in the Delete or Decay match. So kind of plays off everything and actually explains why Rosemary is not there tonight. So actually kind of good. So then as well we have ODB versus Sienna. This is a good matchup. One moment. Do apologise about that, just had to deal with something quickly. So, again, Sienna versus ODB. This was okay. Sienna's quite good in the ring. ODB is ODB in the ring, I have to admit that one. Wasn't a massive fan of ODB, but it's one of those things, ladies and gentlemen. Vanguard 1 comes out again and basically distracts the referee. Sienna hits ODB with a chair and then hits the spear for the 1, 2, 3. So, then I will explain what happened afterwards in a moment. But ladies and gentlemen, let's get to our next matchup, which is Itchweed making his TNA debut. So, just before we had the Itchweed match, we had the incident with ODB and Vanguard 1. I never thought I'd say this sentence, but ODB motorboated a droid. What the fuck? The things I say on the Classic Wrestling series, ladies and gentlemen, again, it was an okay matchup. So, Itchweed versus his opponent. This was... Jeff Hardy's a competent wrestler. Do not get me wrong, guys. Itchweed is an insane character from the mind of Jeff Hardy from back in the Hardy Show days, back in 2004-2005. And at the end of it, it's one of those situations where it's like, okay, this is weird. Itchweed basically applies a sleeper hold onto his opponent, and then he falls asleep as well. Really, it's weird. There is a table spot, gets in the ring, elbow drop, 1, 2, 3. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, it's Itchweed, he's making his debut, it is Jeff Hardy, it is going to be one of those situations where it's like, meh, but it wasn't bad, it wasn't good, it was okay. If you like Itchweed from the Hardy Show days, this is going to be decent. And then we have a Hardy flashback where they're at the zoo and they're talking to the first president of the United States. They're talking to Spot Monkeys. They name them DJZ, the Butts of Youth, Mandrews, and Andrew Everett, I believe. And they are basically just monkeys. They are basically just monkeys, and they just name them the X Division guys, which I think is funny as fuck. Then Joe Frazier is in the mind of a kangaroo, and Jeff Hardy has a boxing match with him, which is weird as fuck to say. This is a weird sentence, ladies and gentlemen. And Genghis Khan is here in the form of a tiger. What the fuck? Oh, I swear I'm not going insane, guys. I swear. Oh my god. I swear. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's just get to our next match. Let's get to the TNA World Title match. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Itchweed opponent was Chet Sterling. I do apologize about that, guys. Basically, the flashback was to set up the flashback to the Delete or Decay match that happened a couple of months previous to this show happening. So, yeah. Also, so far, Eddie Edwards versus Lashley for the TNA belt. It's going really well so far, actually. They've come out to the ring, they've gone through a door. It's Eddie Edwards versus Bobby Lashley. So this is a good match, do not get me wrong. I'm very entertained by this matchup, so we'll carry on watching it right now. So the match between Bobby Lashley and Eddie Edwards would be, would end in a no contest, but Matt would say that it would carry on into the woods of North Carolina. He doesn't care. So now it's time for the start of Tag Team Apocalypto. So the rules are: falls count anywhere. One team must be left standing after everything that happens, and the match will begin in the Dome of Deletion. So, end of that, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god, let's get to it. So we just had our total non-stop deletion main event, Tag Team Apocalypto, and this was actually very entertaining, I thought. The camera trickery was really good, and some of the feuds were really entertaining as well. So we had, in this match, 11 teams officially announced. Excuse me. We had the Broken Hardys, obviously, Shane Helm, the Helms Dynasty, the Rock and Roll Express, Decay, the Bruiserweights, not Pete Dunne, but the Bruiserweights, the Ugly Ducklings, Showtime, Aaron Briggs and Mecha Mercenary, the Bravo Brothers, Rockstar Spud and Swoggle, and the Death Crew Council were all announced for the teams. So this was kind of entertaining. It was really entertaining, I have to admit. It was really good. Again, the camera work was entertaining. There was a lot of fireworks. There was a lot of brawls happening. Decay were like the team of the night. They eliminated the Bruiserweights, the Ugly Ducklings, Showtime, and Aaron Briggs and Mecha Mercenary. The Broken Hardys eliminated the Decay, the Helm Dynasty, but that was Matt Hardy and Hurricane technically. The Rock and Roll Express, and that was pretty much it. They eliminated 3 teams. The Death Crew Council were also eliminated by Decay as well. So yeah, this was fun. The other 2 eliminations were the Bravo Brothers, who were from Rockstar Spud and Swoggle, and Rockstar Spud and Swoggle were eliminated by the Helms Dynasty. So this was just it was entertaining. It was a good match. To see the Rock and Roll Express come back in a match was entertaining. And yeah, it was just one of those things where it's like, it was an hour of just entertaining fun. Bobby Lashley and Eddie Edwards would continue their brawl throughout the match as well. They would actually end up fighting with Decay and the Hardy Brothers at the end spot of the ending segment. So it would end in a no contest between the 2 men officially. So yeah, this was just it was one of those matches where it's like you have to see it to believe it. So again, I will leave the episode in the top here in the cards and in the description below if you want to check it out, guys. But it's just a fun episode. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching that. Next week I'm probably going to need a detox, but we'll get to that later. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you for AEW Dynamite next week. So yeah, Juventud Guerrero versus Jericho. Looking forward to that one, guys. I'll see you next time.